Okay, on the front, measured at the lowest point between the A-arms. The 18 is 10 inches. Nothing's been adjusted. The 19 is 11 inches. It has been cranked up a little bit. And the 20 is 14 inches. Has not been adjusted. So they claim that the 18 and 19 have 12 inches of ground clearance. They do not come that way. And they claim that the 20 XP has 13.5 inches. It came close, but it's not quite there either. I thought there was more suspension differences between 18 and 19. Here's the 18 A-arms. Hook up in there. Got a little bend in that back one. The lower one goes across there. And that spring, you can see how it's small at the top and bottom, and then bigger in the middle. Still has the Fox shocks. That's an 18. 19 looks pretty much the same. And in there, sway bar, back bar, lower bar. The spring is different. Still a single rate spring, but it's straight. Still a Fox shock. 20 XP, high clearance A-arms. They're beefier, bigger diameter. This diameter here is bigger. High clearance, so they come off of there and they go straight and then they curve down. The top one still has that curve, kind of like the others did on that back bar. And dual rate springs, and they're Walker Evans. So we'll check the back for differences. The 20, it has a tube that's been trussed for the top, bent back around everything, and the bottom, because of the high clearance A-arms, it's got that bend in it. The sway bar length is pretty short. Dual rate Walker Evans also. Everything on these are a little beefier. Now you look at the 19, and it has a tube. It's a full tube on the top, gusseted back there, rounded edges. The bottom is square or rectangular tubing. Dual rate springs, Fox shocks. 18. The same. Full tube with rounded edges. Bottom ones are rectangular, just like 19. Dual rate shocks. I'm sorry, springs with Fox shocks. So they say the chassis is beefier. So let's see. There's the 18. There's a 19 in the same spot. Here's the 20 in the same spot. Yeah, it is a little beefier. See these round bars right here are quite a bit bigger. I think I saw the bracket back there that's going diagonal is maybe a little different. Just a little bit. Bracket goes from the frame up to the A-arm mount, and on the other side it comes off with pipe. On the 20, the tube goes through the A-arm mount to the other side, so it catches both of them. Then it has the tube going up into the back. Okay. Diameter of those tubes. Main frame rail. Looks about the same. Okay, so another difference. On the 18 and the 19, there's no fender flares. On the 20, there's fender flares. So we'll show you the other benefit to them. In this location, you see it has an inner fender here that blocks some of that. Why they didn't take it all the way down to that lower bar is beyond me. You'll see the difference there to the 19. It's just wide open. And the 18 is the same way. Wide open. I think they should have taken this and gone down here and over. I'll probably take a piece of rubber and attach in there to go down and over, because you have that area open there to catch debris. Although it is better than the previous years where there's nothing. You can see all the debris caught up in there. On the opposite side, there's the fuel tank on the 18, exposed right there to the tire. The fuel tank on the 19, it's all exposed. Fuel tank on the 20, it's got a guard. Still, if they would have brought this bracket here down and over, less stuff could get in and go up on top of the fuel tank. And see how much extra width it gives it compared to 19 and 18 is the same. Okay, in the front on the 18, it's wide open in here. You can see the frame rail right here, and this is just a big pocket to catch all the crap. There's where your heater hoses go in. 19, same way. There's where the heater hoses go in. There's the frame, wide open pocket. 20, you have some extra coverage because of the flare, and it's all closed off. There's where the heater hoses go in. completely close this one off all the way down. Much nicer. So then you don't get a bunch of dirt built up in this area right here. So the 20 is supposed to have a 64-inch stance, and the 19 and the 18 is supposed to have 61.5. I measured mine when I got it. It was a little wider than it's supposed to be, a little taller than it's supposed to be, and a 1/4 inch longer than it's supposed to be. I've not measured the other two yet. Let's see, what else have they done? Headlights. Okay. Regular headlights on 18. '19. On 20 they have LEDs. And these are turned on when the machine is running. This light right across here lights up. The color you're seeing in the LEDs is just the light of the phone shining in the LEDs. They all have LED rear lights. They all have the front camera. They all have the lower sport bar, and they all have a winch. Now when you opt for this upper bar, the problem with it is, you see how close that is to the hood? He has to fight to get this hood off because he has these little ears, right? So if it'll focus right there, those little ears in the front of the hood have to slide into this. Well, you have to be able to move it forward to get it to do that. So he tries to yank on this and pull those out. So that's not a very good design. We might try to look at that later and see if we can tip it forward slightly, give him a little more clearance. He has the 10-inch LED from Pro Armor. He has the 3-inch cube lights from Harbor Freight. And I have the 10-inch Pro Armor LED. In 20, they added an antenna. I've not tested the 18 yet, but it appears as though this 19 without the antenna gets better radio reception.